when you're a little boy or girl. You said, we're going to go to church. We say it that way. I grew up saying it that way. What do we think about when we think of that? We've got to think about, we're all going to go down to the building, right? We're going to run down to the church. Gwen says, where are you? Are you at the church? She always asks me that. We use that. It's an accommodative thing. We don't mean anything by it. It's not an unscriptural sort of thing. I've been corrected, had people correct me in my use of that before. Maybe you have too, and we use it accommodatively. We've discovered, not today, not even last week, or even in the class that we begun here on the New Testament church, we've not ever suggested that the church is anything more than the people itself. In the Bible, if I could change the subject, what is the temple of God? Let's talk about the literal temple of God. What is it? We got to do this quick, y'all. We got to do this. Sorry? It's a place. It's a dwelling place. Where does all this start? Old Testament tabernacle it started. You know, actually, the tabernacle got its beginning in Egypt. Did you know that? It got its beginning in Egypt when all of the parts that were necessary to make it were given to the children of Israel from the Egyptians just to get rid of them. That's what they wanted. You got to go. This is too much. Pharaoh finally had given a window of escape, and we want you to take it, and please just take our stuff. They had no idea. But then God showed Moses a pattern. And he told them exactly how it was going to happen and exactly what was going to need. And he inspired the artisans in its creation. And what originated in the mind of God found life in the middle of a desert place with no Lowe's, no Home Depot, no Walmart, no Amazon, no nothing. The people gave until Moses said, you got to stop. And they built this beautiful white tent. And God went inside it. And there you have the origins of the temple. It's not called that yet. As a matter of fact, that wasn't imagined until it formed itself in the cells of the brain of David. When David said, I want to make you a permanent place. He had already, by this time, brought the tabernacle taken Jebus away from the Jebusites and brought the tabernacle there. But before he died, he began to gather again all of the things that were necessary. And guess what? God provided all of those things again. As a matter of fact, he provided them in his creation. When he created the world, everything that was going to be needed to build a house for him, exactly to the specification that he gave, he provided. And so David began to collect it. Solomon built it, a man of peace. He built God a dwelling place. That dwelling place ceased to exist when? It was built. It fell a couple of times. Actually, it fell once. Then it was rebuilt. Then it was remodeled. Herod the Great remodeled it. And then it ceased to exist when? All right. The veil is torn and opened up. And then ultimately in AD 70 it was eradicated. It's gone. Never be built again. I'm confident of that. The Lord it'll never be built again. Its need ceased to be. Okay. When we think of temple, we're thinking of that physical place. It was built out of mortar and stones. It was built out of wood and gold and silver and the beautiful tapestries that were fashioned and placed there. And God lived and dwelled there until he left it in